I'm Gemissimo. Welcome to Gemme TV, where two nerdy twins play video games, watch anime, TV shows, and react to Stray Kids content on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Today, I'm going to try a new PZ challenge that I decided for myself, which is not necessarily the best for me as a player. It may be more interesting for viewers, I assume. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to use basic apocalypse settings, and I'm going to add to... Okay, cool. Thank you, Gemma Franchi, for letting me know about the sound. I'm going to remove the ping comment, so it doesn't show. Bear with. Okay, and okay, cool. As I was saying, first of all, I want to apologize for starting a bit later. I was having some technical issues because I had to get up later. I was in a lot of pain. I'm wearing my shoulder brace today, and I may or may not have to put on my compression gloves. So I didn't have enough time to make sure that everything was set up correctly, so I'm apologizing for that. As for the actual challenge, I am running basic apocalypse settings with additional difficulty added to for myself. So basically, I'm going to only use loot for zomboids and foraging only, with a few exceptions for items like generators that I cannot craft or find the normal way. Thank you for the hydration reminder. I do forget to drink a lot of the time. I'm going to take a sip once I finish explaining. So basically, I'm going to start in Akron, because I forgot to move the custom start, and I'm going to go to the let me show you anywhere. I'm going to go to the area here with the two lakes, and I'm going to build a full massive base there, starting with nothing on, not even shoes. And I'm going to make everything myself. So if a zomboid has clothes on them, I'm going to shred them. Unless they're just aesthetic clothes like tights that don't offer any protection, those are exempt because they don't do anything. So I'm making everything from scratch, and I'm building a massive base. We're talking individual rooms for specific crafting. We're talking a room just for drying things, because when you dry them outside and if it's raining, it takes a lot longer. And it was like library, all of the things. And I'm making everything from nothing. Well, I'm going to start completely in wilderness. I will go to cities to murk a bunch of zomboids, and B, because it's fun, and the city also has a different loot biome as the deep forest, so there will be more trash items, which are the ones that I'm going to look for. So now let's put the start on Akron. I'm going to put the new apocalypse preset and just making sure that I am running the correct options. So I'll put the zomboids, instead of having random attributes between normal and low, which is boring to me, I just put true random, so they can be as tough as they can, as weak as they can have pinpoint hearing, or not being able to hear me even if I'm behind them. So this will make it more interesting. I changed the transmission to saliva only, just because of been more interesting. If I'm going to perish, I'm going to do it to my own stupidity, to a way too big horde of Zomboid that I should have attacked to begin with. Everything else is just base apocalypse settings. The loot, I have put in the highest options that I could put, with one exception, that is the other, because this is the one setting that affects foraging, and if I have to survive on foraging only and Zomboid only loot, I cannot have it with the highest one. And generators are on insanely rare, so I have put in the radius of generators to the highest possible, because I don't even know if or when I'm going to find one. So this makes it so if I can only find the one, it's going to be enough to cover, if not the full base, at least the majority of it. The only thing that I did, other than trying to make my computer not take a massive dump when I'm streaming, is make the darkness brighter, so I can see it with all the lights that are in front of me, and also you can see it when watching, because I know that if with the new darkness since build 42, it's a lot darker, and when you're trying to see someone play the game, you actually want to see someone play the game, not just a black screen. I put the helicopter to sometimes just to spice things up, and I reduced the time of Zomboid corpses disappearing to a fourth of the default settings, so they don't just destroy my save and make my frames in the single digits when I am going after a lot of them. And then it's just like blood levels is low for it. I haven't changed any on the character vehicles on that. Some books options is just for the spawn stuff. So I'll go next. Now for the character, I made a wilderness character that is basically made to allow me to be able to survive, but at the same time make my life extremely difficult. So I'm going with the usual thin-skinned that yes, you can get scratched by just walking through the trees, sometimes in the neck, so I have to be very careful, but also you're supposed to try to avoid getting scratched and lacerations to begin with. So this is not quite 3 points entirely, because you still can get injured relatively easy, but it's basically 3 points. Then I'm going with claustrophobic, because starting completely in the wilderness with nothing, I don't have restrictions of room size because I'm making my own rooms in the base. I'm going to start with like logs, then upgrade to wood, and eventually once I find a sledgehammer, actually I don't think a sledgehammer is needed for constructive walls, it's just for the stairs, but I'm going to upgrade it to rock because I think it looks the best, and I'm kinda imagining the McCoy estate kind of as a baseline for the kind of base that I want to construct myself. It's going to be looking a bit different because I don't like to square bases, probably because of all those years playing Sims where I was just based in making block houses that look ridiculously boring. So next I'm going with conspicuous, that is basically 3 points because there is no such thing at the moment with zomboids not noticing you. This just makes it so they may notice you a tiny bit easier, but also I'm going to try to go with the stealth, building stealth points as much as possible, so this will be negated by that as I progress in game, if I make it that far, that is. And then I'm going with hearty appetite because I want to make my life harder. I don't like to play games too easily because I like to be challenging myself. So things like that, I will put for my own challenges. Like when I started playing Project Zomboid, the first time that I played the game, I died almost immediately, as you do. And then on the second try, I didn't make it that much further. So like a sane person, I decided to do what, again, anyone will do. I stopped playing the normal kind of game and I started playing CDDA only. I think until I learned how the game worked, which is not necessarily the best way to play any game in general, Zomboid specifically, but it's what I liked and I didn't mind my character like dying every 3 seconds because CDDA sometimes you cannot even start it depending on where the fire is. So that's how I played the game to begin with, and I love putting like challenges for myself in games in general. So this is what I'm doing. Prone to illness is basically 3 points, same with slow healer. They don't really impact you that much, although the prone to illness is going to be painful if I get cold. Well, I don't have a roof over my head yet, so I'm going to try to make that first. Weak stomach, again, 3 points. You're not supposed to eat spoiled food or burnt food anyway, so this, it's irrelevant to anything else. It's just 3 points. Yeah, definitely if we play together once multiplayer is on, we are not using your difficulty settings. Yeah, I've been trying to get Gemma Franchi on to play Zomboid with me, with little success up to now. We did some multiplayer, like very, very little at the beginning one, like a few years ago, I think, and we tried multiplayer for Build 42, but it was way too buggy even with the mods, so we abandoned that. But she wasn't particularly happy with the difficulty of the game, so either I have to like protect her every single time and she has to like focus on doing like the crafting and stuff, like doing all the like the builder mode with me, just like dealing with the zomboids. But we'll see. Just as soon as the new multiplayer is on, we'll definitely try to do that. It will be something like me like coaching her on how to play Zomboid, because I think, how much have you played? Like 2 hours total? Because you gave up like very quickly when we tried multiplayer. But yes, so cowardly is just because I needed the extra points. Fast metabolism is because I'm a masochist. No, I'm joking. Only in games, that is, I am. Basically, I noticed that once you get a few things set up in the wilderness for food, as soon as you can fish, as soon as you have animals, you can gain weight relatively quickly. So to make things more difficult for myself, I start with the fast metabolism. So it means that I have the tendency to lose weight. I need more calories to keep weight or gain weight, and it starts me with, I think, 70 weight points. So I need immediately to start gaining 5 kilos just to not have the fitness debuff, and then I have to work up to lose to get like in the safe zone and stay there. So that is to add a bit more to the challenge. Short-sighted is because I wanted the extra points, and also I'm short-sighted in real life, so I usually have my characters just be short-sighted like myself. Slow reader, it doesn't affect a solo player. Yeah, it was just a few hours, Gemma Franchi said. Slow reader doesn't affect anything in solo because you can just speed up time. And then high thirst again because I needed the points. So what is it that, why do I have 3 points that I need. Did I undo something? Wilderness survival. So I have put together all the various foraging related things that can help me. So artisan is because I need to be able to make crucible, and I need level 1 for that. And also it gives me buff to pottery, which I will need to make like my own bowls and water containers and such, because clay is going to be easier to handle for me than anything that I need to build with nails. Because if I'm only foraging and getting loot from zomboids, nails are going to be the first issue. Because you need nails to make the crafting stations, most of them, and to build everything after that. And to be able to make the nails with blacksmithing, you need to have a couple of stations put together. So they're all interconnected, and that's like the true challenge, because I have to make everything from nothing. So I need to be able to get to a point that I can survive. So is there anything that I can add for 3 points? I don't want smoker. Huh? Did I take away weak stomach and I didn't realize it? Yeah, I clicked on weak stomach. It's fine. So then cat's eyes is what we need to be able to see at night better, especially with the new darkness of Build 42. Dexterous I put in to help me move things faster, but sometimes I need to just grab something and get the hell out of dodge, especially if I get an helicopter like on the middle of the day. I'm in a big city and I need to just dip. Then I pick Gardener for one reason and one reason only. It gives you every single recipe, you know, all the seasons for every single crop, with like a few exceptions. So because I don't just get access to books and magazines as easily, I needed to know crop growth so that I can plan accordingly, basically. Then I have inventive, so I can learn things and craft them at a slightly lower level than I would normally. Crafty is self-explanatory. I need to be able to build everything from scratch, but I didn't want to spend the 6 full points to be able to learn everything quickly, because with the way that I have put my points in, all the areas that I would need to level up faster already have bonuses. So crafty, in my case specifically for this run, works better. Then I have angler. Angler I have for 2 reasons. One, because I have a higher chance to find insects for the bait, which again, when I have to survive from nothing, I need any food that doesn't spoil possible. And also I can make fishing rod and charm from the beginning, so it gives me a better point where I can fish to sustain myself, even though it's going to be very difficult to level up. And at least I'm starting from level 1 instead of starting from level 0 when you just get rubbish. I need to move the cursor away. So then I have herbalist that I chose for the foraging bonus. I'm putting as many points as I can in things that it can help me get more food in general. Medicine that I will need if I get a cold, for example. and in general, because again I can only use what I loot from foraging and zomboids, and it also lets me make the poultices that I will need moving forward, and gives me the growing seasons of the herbs. So basically herbalist plus gardener gives you most, if not all, the growing seasons of everything. A nutritionist is one that I picked to have the advantage on finding pre-packaged food, because it will give me some options, as like finding canned food, finding like a packet of crisps or something like that. And it's the same as I think the what is it, fast metabolism. It makes things harder. No, that's not it. What was it? It was a negative trait. I think it's hearty appetite. Yes, it gives you extra hunger, but it gives you a bonus to finding junk food and just animals, berries and mushrooms, which it's what we're going to have to survive to begin with. And organize, I just pick because I need extra inventory space. I'm starting with a low weight. I don't have that high strength to have more space. And also, either I make my own bags or I have to be lucky enough to find one in a Zomboid. So having more inventory space is a necessity. Sower I pick because it starts you at level 1 tailoring, which makes it so that you can basically make shoes immediately. Just need to find some hemp dog's bane, stick, and something sharp like flint flake, for example. So this makes it so I don't have to keep walking with my feet being scratched up while trying to survive. Blacksmith knowledge is what I picked to make it easier for me to build the necessary things like nails and the butcher hook as quickly as I can. And the last one is wilderness knowledge, that like the herbalist, it lets me know what things like mushrooms and berries are poisonous, and it gives me a metric crap ton of foraging bonuses for food and weather. Plus with this one and the crafty, I think it was like crafty, I have extra maintenance, so I can build stone axes and stone hammers from the get-go, which I would need to like cut trees and start building. I think that is everything. Let's pick a character. So I have a preset one that is just Gemissimo Wild, but I think I'm going to go random until I find a female character, and then I'm just going to take away every single clothing item. Okay, found one. Hat, none. Glasses, none. Vest, none. No. T-shirt, nothing. Pants, nothing. Skirt, nothing. No dress, not even the socks, no. Shoes, not a chance. And then we take every single thing. So I am Sonia Wild. It's not Varney, it's Wild. Like the writer and play on word. So let's start. Whew, chills. Actually, I'm going to take a second to drink, so I'm slightly more hydrated while the game is starting, because the first game that you play, it always takes a bit longer. If you quit and go back in, the loading screen is faster, but not the first one. Perfect. This is how you die. Ideally, I'm hopefully not going to die, or try to not do that as early, at least. Okay, so first thing that I need to do as soon as I spawn is remove the free gun, bullets, like belt, and anything that I couldn't remove from the character in the starting screen. And then I'm going to go all the way out of the city towards the Twin Lakes to have my start there. Possibly having to dispatch of zomboids on the way. It's taking a long time. The thing that I didn't mention, I have some mods on, but it is mainly just QL mods, like having additional descriptions for models and traits, and in general, like the spawn ones that I need. If it loads, that is. Hello? 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 Game? Okay. Okay, first of all, turn off the TV. I'm not allowed to turn off any point for this. Perfect. Do I have a container? Yes. Ammo, away. Magazine, away. Pistol, away. I'm going to keep the keyring. However, I'm going to not use it until I find a keyring on a Zomboid. Because I want to keep the keyring for the name, and like the weight is negligible. Belt, away. Also, I'm going to keep my ID because of reasons. I'm going to favorite it, so if I find any other ID or keyring, I know which ones are mine. Okay. So, did I remember to put own on start? Perfect. So I'm starting here. Oh, actually, I didn't spawn in a bad placement because I am very close to the road that I can use to get. I can get to this lake instead of going all the way to these ones for the base, and then move here in this area after the first helicopter hits, or like go directly there depending on how foraging goes and what I find in Zomboids. First thing, crouch. Second thing, start foraging. Perfect. So I already forgot where I'm going. I may need to have the minimap with me, just so I don't have to open the main map every 3 seconds. I'm starting with panic because I was in a house. So unfortunately, Sonia, being claustrophobic, she panics very quickly. Ideally, I would want to have foraging for stones first, because I need to find that sweet, sharp blend. Gemma Franchi, can you let me know if the game volume is okay? I'm not gonna pick any bugs until I have some sort of container. And I'm only going to, when I do pick the bugs, I'm only going to pick the ones that I can use. Okay, so do you reckon I can put the game volume higher? Gemma Franchi said the volume is okay so far. Okay. I need a Zomboid. Just need to check if it's like, yeah, no, that's why I said I need a Zomboid. Doesn't look like there is anyone in here. Let's check if it has a house alarm. Nope, can't open it. Yeah, I don't see a Zomboid here. Nope. No one in the kitchen. I have, like, high Zomboid population with Apocalypse, but I don't know. Yeah, no one's here, of course. Oh, sweet. They have a pool in the back. Hello. Hi, Phoenix. How you doing? Thank you for letting me know for the volume. I just need to see to find a Zomboid so I can check combat volume, because last time I was doing my first test stream and the actual oh, there's one. Hello. Oh yes, thank you. We didn't even expect this to happen so quickly. If you look, I have set up some free emotes. We are working on getting all the customized art for things. No, drop on the floor. I need one of these to scrap. I hear another Zomboid. Hello. So yeah, basically we were not expecting to hit it this quickly, to be full honest. So I scrambled to set like alerts and things properly. We set up some free emotes, the ones that you get with Twitch automatically. Oh, this is amazing. I already have glasses. Perfect. Just so, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to remove my alarm from my phone. So basically, I've added, let me pause the game 1 second. So I added some, where's the mouse? Here, some free emotes that everyone can use. It's just basically, I customized the default one that Twitch lets you have. So we have some like hi, GG, love, and like the hype ones. Yes, I'm going to hydrate. Thank you, Nightbot. Never gonna die straight. I pretended to be for like very, very short time. But yeah, no, that closet was non-existent. Although it's like there's still some relatives that don't know, but it's not because I didn't want them to know, it's just because I'm not in contact with them. Once I was out, I was never going back. Yes, as I was saying, we have okay, perfect. We have some things set up as a beginning thing, like the emotes I have put in to test some channel points redeem things. Like you can, I don't think not today, because I don't remember how quickly you can get channel points. But you can ask me to take my glasses off and play without glasses for 5 minutes. Or some things like that. It's like my actual glasses, not the in-game glasses. These. So I'm not going to be able to see anything clearly, which is going to be fun for everyone else but me. So I'm going to ruin some of these. How was the... I have plenty if I want to. No. Gemma Frenchie, you have access to the channel. I cannot use jeans and I cannot cut them yet. You have access to the channel account that technically has infinite points. If you want to showcase one, you can. Yeah, I put some like basic ones, like have me drop the weapon, or like I cannot say a specific word for a certain amount of time, which for someone that has ADHD like myself may be difficult. It's definitely difficult. The one about cursing is just for Gemma Franchi. I don't have issues not cursing while I'm filming. Some of us have a bit less frustrated with them curse words. But yes, we put together some interesting one. Yes, exactly. The no swearing one is just for you, Gemma Franchi, and you alone. Okay, I already have way too much weight on me. I know, that's why I put it, Phoenix. I know the drop the weapon is going to be interesting once I actually have more zomboids around me. I'm going to drop some things. The ring I don't need yet. What I did, if I remember to do it correctly, I put in the settings that nothing goes away. All the things that I cannot take. So basically, I'm not gonna be able to hold anything on myself, but at least I can drop it on the floor and come back later. Whatever, Phoenix, have you played Zomboid? Ooh, thank you for the bits! Why is the alert not showing? 1 second. Why is the alert box not showing? Thank you so much for the bits. I have the alerts on. Bear with 1 second. I may need to refresh the alert code. Because I think when we got affiliate, we may have, perhaps, gotten a different link. So yeah, you have played a bit. Yes. If you want to know anything, I kind of help with what I know. I do have like 2,000 hours of the game. I know it's not as much as a lot of other people. But like I know a little bit. I'm going to try a test alert just to see if they work now. Yes. I also put the Zomboid scare when you see a Zomboid out of the blue into the alerts. I'm just going to test. I'm just gonna do the bits alert because you did it and it didn't play. Hello! Yay, the work. Sorry, that was a boo-boo on my part. Okay, should be good now. Yes, basically the thing I need to click on the game. The thing that I would say is the most important to remember is that you can outwalk Zomboids. No, you helped actually. You let me know that I didn't say it up properly. No, Phoenix, you helped. I tried to check everything, but I literally forgot to make sure that the alert box on stream was actually working. I didn't even think that us getting affiliate status would potentially make sure that, like, change the links. Like, we had to update the stream key because it wasn't the same anymore. So I should have noticed that the actual alerts as well had changed. So you helped. So I was just saying, in general, the things that you need to know or keep in mind in general when you start Zomboid is that you do not need to rush anything. You are able to outwalk every single Zomboid except the runners that you do not have. Already forgot where I was on. Okay, yes. That you do not have to have in your game. I'm discarding everything. When you become affiliate, there is so much you suddenly have to set up or change. Initially, it's very overwhelming, yes. And like, I have no excuse because I've worked as a moderator on Twitch for like 8 years for like a couple of big channels. So I should know all of these stuff, but with new UI and all the things, they don't look the same. So for some reason, I couldn't make it like make sure that I caught everything. Also, like with the ADHD and memory issues that I have at the moment because I'm not sleeping nearly enough as I should, I always forget things. So we have a branch here. We have the sharp flint. So we just need to find the hemp to make the shoes. I'm grabbing anything that is food because I'm gonna need it. Like if you see here, I'm starting on 70, so I already have a debuff here because I'm underweight. So I have minus 20% damage and minus 1 fitness. So I need to gain weight immediately, basically. But yes, no, as I was saying for Zomboid, the thing that you should keep in mind when you are just starting, first of all, there is a lot of great people that have good guides on gameplay. I know Atomic Duck does. Retanaro has a lot of like in-depth guides on how certain things work in game, so you can use those to help you kind of like navigate what the things that you may have more difficulty around the game. I don't need to learn anything. Yes, I can research this. Nope. I'll touch one on back just to save some weight. I'm already almost to the weight that I need, that I have capacity for. This is not good. In general, don't try not to panic. There would be certain times where you get a lot of zomboids around you all at once, and your instinct will be running. Running, it's not a good thing. In Zomboid, it's always best to try to walk anywhere than run, because running will tire your characters, and tiredness just kills you a lot faster than anything else. So one thing I can do, I can make a hammer, or I should be able to make a hammer. I'm not gonna do any of those yet. Okay, I can make an axe and a hammer. So I'm gonna make a hammer first. So I have a better weapon if needed. I'm going to focus on long and short blunt. So ideally, I want to get bats at some point. There's a new zombie game out too called Vane that people are calling the first-person new Zomboid game. I have heard of Vane. Have you tried it, Phoenix? I haven't really looked into it yet, so I don't know enough to give you an opinion. It's on my wish list, so I'm definitely going to check it out at some point. Yeah, no, Gemma Friendship, while we're playing together, I'm going to have to deal about the zomboids. It's going to be fun, for sure. It's something that, like, me doing the me thing, starting with CDDA, I, like, forced myself to having to learn. Okay, finally I have mushrooms. So, Phoenix, I haven't, but others play it and looks amazing. Too many games I'm currently playing, so add it to my list. Oh my god, same. I have like 400 and something games in my Steam library, and I haven't played nearly enough of them. There's so many like entire like franchises that I haven't played. I'm going to drop some stuff when I get closer to the water. Like I've never played the Mass Effect games. I have them. I've never played them. This is... Okay, so the water is that way. My sense of direction, not the best. Tarp, perfect. I can make a shelter. My weight is horrible. 1 second. What can I drop? I'm like 1 kilo over. Is there anything that I can eat? I can make a bundle of these, but it doesn't take a lot of weight. Oh no. Oh, I don't have a weapon equipped, so that can help a bit. So I just need to eat until I'm below in the weight. Yeah, no, there's so many games that's like you never run out of games to play. When Jimmy Franchi was picking on what game to play for Halloween, we're just going through my library because I have like all the cheap horror games. Current games: 7 Days to Die, Baldur's Gate, Minecraft, and Digimon Time Stranger. I never played a Digimon game. Is it like Pokemon game? Because I like Pokemon, but Nintendo is in my bad list at the moment, so I'm not gonna touch those for a while. Okay, so I have a second sharp flint. I still don't have any hemp to make shoes. I'm worried I'm going to cut my feet soon. Yeah, because I know 7 Days to Die, Baldur's Gate is the game that Gemma Franchi is playing a bunch. Let me set trash. Okay. But I haven't played Minecraft because it's not like aesthetically. I just don't mess with that kind of, like, it's too simple. And I know I play like cozy games and like more like simplistic style. Nice. I have a spoon. Cool. I need water desperately. I also need to drop a bunch of stuff because I'm losing health. Where is the water? I'm like, am I just circling it without going to it? Because this is ridiculous. I need to dry the common mallow as soon as I can. I have enough. I think it's just sticks. I think for 1 second to make the shelter. I'm gonna pause while I look at this so I don't perish. So I think it is under outdoors. Yes. Okay, so I can make a tarp shelter. I just need 4 stones, 4 logs, and 1 long stick. I think this is doable. I could potentially make myself a shelter, so I don't have to sleep on the roof, because that is very bad for your character tiredness. But yeah, no, I never played a Digimon game. I was more like a Pokemon person. And that was until Nintendo like started being like big bad corpo more than it used to. So I decided not to buy any of the games going up. So no new Pokemon games for me unless they change their ways and being their corporation. I don't think they will. Okay, so I'm getting tired, so I need to get to the water to drop a bunch of stuff. Where were the mushrooms? I had mushrooms before. Oh, I must have eaten them. No. Okay, I definitely need to get to the water. Cool. So this is the part where if I get... Okay, I'm not scratched yet. I just have the torso exhaustion because of the weight. I'm just picking up all the food, but I'm not gonna keep it on me for long, especially not the seeds. So it's best if you can turn the gamma down so nighttime actually is dark and zombie count up. I love doing big builds on it. Oh, cool. I assume that's Minecraft. or you were talking about 7 Days to Die, because both well, 7 Days to Die is just zombies. Minecraft has like zombie-like creatures. Okay, I'm gonna sit down, divest myself of all the things that I don't need. Okay, so seeds go away. Seeds go away. Cockroach don't need yet. Ginseng I can eat right now. Money I don't need right now. Actually, I'm gonna keep one because I'm gonna need it to start fires if I find a lighter, that is. This is going to be a problem. I have too much stuff. Okay, I think I need to drop the tarp as well. I need to spoon. I don't need. Just gonna research it. Okay, so drink. So we played 7 Days to Die together with Gemma Franchi, but we haven't played in a long time, and I've heard they changed a bunch of stuff recently that some players were not necessarily happy with. Some were like perfectly happy, but I haven't, because I haven't played it after those changes. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to affect me. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep all the rugs to myself. I'm going to make a bundle and then leave it here with the other stuff. I am going to have issues with a bag, so I'm going to go around until I can make shoes. Then I'm going back to the city to try and find some Zomboid that I can hit until they drop a bag. Okay, I'm going to go a tiny bit further out. Yeah, 7 Days to Die, they changed a lot, and some were unpopular changes, but they changed them back now. Oh, they changed them back? Oh, that's cool. See, that's the thing that I like about like indie or more indie devs, that like when there is like overwhelming feedback from the community, that's something they do is not necessarily something that most people like, that they can just like revert it and say, okay, our bad, we got that you don't like it, so we're not gonna do it. What I'm going to do is get more food. But also I see there's like different spots where I can pick up. No, those are poison. Oh, perfect. I have the dog's bane. Now I need one big rock where I can make my shoes. No, it's like, is that a bunny? Shoot. I think I scared them. No, I didn't mean to go. Yes, that's a bunny. Now, can I? Yeah, no. Add. I'm going to have to use the mouse for this one. So if I do this, the bunny is inside. Yes. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to remove grass and drop it on the ground. So hopefully that bunny will domesticate itself. Because you cannot do the thing that you used to do before. So it still said wild. So I'm going to try slowly moving away. So they don't run away. They're still in the zone. The zone has water and food. So they should domesticate themselves. I'm also grabbing 2 more stones. Oh, I need to take a break in 5. Perfect. Thank you for the reminder, Gemma Franchi. Basically, since we did reach affiliate, we now need to have breaks every hour, so we can have ads run when we decide to do it. So no one gets the pre-roll ads, because those are annoying for anyone. So we will only run the ads while we are on break, either in the starting soon or be right back screens, so that people don't miss anything. So there's going to be no gameplay when there is no where there's ads that is going to be in the way. So I'm going to get to the position where I'm going to put the fireplace near the water. Gemma Franchi, just let me know when I need to go so I can take the break. Not every minute. Thank you very much. Okay, so put the fire down. Perfect. Okay, so gonna drop some stuff here that I don't need. Thanks, Phoenix. You can remind me. You can remind me like that. Gemma Franchi, no, it doesn't. Okay, I have food on me. It's okay. We're learning. It was like, this is new for us. So violets, thistles are non-perishable. They can stay on the floor. Potatoes are basically not perishable. I'm gonna put them in the fire so I can cook them. Grasshopper here. Ginseng here. Everything else is perishable. Okay. I am going to pick up the mushrooms and then go on break. Okay, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. There will be ads on the screen, but I need to stretch and move around a bit and drink some fluids. And as I said, there won't be any ads during the stream. If you get ads while I'm playing, let me know, because there shouldn't be. We're running the minimum amount of ads so that we don't have pre-rolls for people, and we're only running it in the breaks. So I'm gonna pause the game before I forget. I'm gonna take a short 5-minute break. There will be ads during the break, but there won't be any when I'm back. Okay. See you in 5.